What's up, YouTube? Welcome to Takedown Games. I'm your host, Xylo Takedown, and today we are doing the first round of roster reviews for our free roster reviews, actually. So we have our first three that are some close friends of mine reached out onto the Discord. If you would like a roster review, come join the Discord. You can drop your ally code or your swgoh.gg. So oddly, we have our first three are in-game roster reviews, and then the next three roster reviews we'll have another round of reviews, but they'll be through swgoh.gg. So it's kind of perfect how they're set up, and see how that works out. And again, if you'd like a roster review, you can even drop your ally code here in the chat. If you don't have Discord or anything like that too as well, be more than happy to look over your roster, or if you're watching the playback, you can drop your ally code in the comments below, and we'll go ahead and we'll look back at that. So the first roster we're looking at is Maroon Van Hoon. It's one of my earlier viewers too as well, so big shout out to him. And let's go ahead and get his roster pulled up here real quick. All right, so definitely an earlier account. We got the guild, the Dark Acolytes too. So big shout out to your guild. Let's go ahead and see who's all in chat real quick here. We got Nev. What's up, Nev? Jeff. What's up, Jeff? How you doing, brother? Yeah, I know it's been a crazy couple days between yesterday and my as uncomfortable as it is to say on film and everything. My power got shut off, and some of my donators too. Big shout out to all my donators again too. You know, we got Ray Rock, Quillery, Deadpool Kyle. Thank you guys all for that. You know, these donations these last couple days. You know, Ray Rock multiple times donated too. So thank you again, you guys. I really appreciate all the support, not just me, but my family too. We really appreciate that, you guys. It means a lot to me. You know, and when I'm having a bad time, or I'm stuck in a bad place, like, to know that the community has my back and has support like that. I mean, like, it really means a lot to me. Thank you very much, you guys. Jeff, what's up, Jeff? How you doing, brother? Colin, what's up, brother? John, what's up, brother? All right, so starting off, we got rank 275, so not too bad. We got the Nightmare team, but instead we got Fallen Bastel in there too, so I really like that concept. Ships looking pretty good for ships too. So we'll go ahead and just look at ships real quick just to focus that in. So overall, looking at your ships, you haven't really worked on Landos. So the Houndstooth, definitely keep farming stars for the Houndstooth. Let's go ahead and just pull up Bounty Hunter ships in general. Alright, so yeah, definitely want to focus on the stars for Houndstooth and these two Bounty Hunter ships, because then you can get the Falcon, and then everything else with your roster will kind of set in with that. I'm sure you're not too hyper-focused on ships, which is fine, being that, you want Jedi Knight Revan, Darth Malak, of course. Ray Rock, Torn, what's up, guys? Yeah, some days. So, ship's not bad. Not bad, especially getting the top 50 like that. I'm sure you climbed through 58. You got your Phantom reinforcements. You got your Slave reinforcement max. So I'm sure your Slave 1's one of your reinforcements. Another big reinforcement a lot of people don't look at is Wedge. So you got him geared very well, and you got all his reinforcement, or all of his abilities maxed. So when he comes off, he inflicts buff immunity for 2 turns. Can't be resisted. That's huge. So regardless of their tenacity, and regardless of the ship comp, it's just coming out to be an extra damage dealer and buff immunity and that kind of concept. And again, you got your Imperial TIE Fighter maxed on the reinforcement too, so removing turn meter, that can't be evaded, can't be resisted. I'm sure that's another one of your reinforcements. And then you got Executrix as a backup, but with home one, start focusing in your prestige on home one. Yeah, because you have everything you really need for Thrawn's capital ship. So start focusing all your prestige on home one, which it looks like you have been doing. You focus the AoE. Once you max these abilities right here with Master's Plan and the AoE, it really makes his ship amazing. But the leadership definitely band together. Also gives them more damage for the rebels. So those are the 3 abilities you want to max right there. And the overall ships look really good again for 2.4 million. It's really good with your ships. So let's go back over and let's look at our characters now. Just looking at the top, very good. Yeah, you got Jedi Knight Revan. So we should be running Jedi Knight Revan in Arena. Definitely should be running in there. Maybe there's a reason we are, maybe there's a reason we're not. Looks like you're still working on him a little bit. But you got all the Zetas on him. And he'll definitely get you within the top 50 as opposed to where you're at now. So definitely want to focus your arena team on that for sure. So you got the Zeta on boss, you got JTR, you got Thrawn. Very good Thrawn too. Even this early on, I would probably want to get that second Gear 12 piece on him. So you're probably just waiting for that out of the Sith Raid. Or the Gear 12 plus piece. You want to make him as fast as you can. So let's look at his speed again. 283 is pretty good. But you want to focus all your main speed mods here now on Jedi Knight Revan and make him at least 300. Make him at least 300 speed. I'm sure you have a lot of those kind of mods that you could pull from certain characters. Like Boss 2, you want him, Boss, you want all 6 mods on him with Houndstooth. Even at 4 stars where your Houndstooth is right now, it'll make him that much more durable. So getting a speed set with tenacity, a speed and tenacity set on him with all 6 mods, trying to speed him up a little bit more. Because you got him at 244, but you could definitely make him faster with a speed set and a tenacity set with some good speed secondaries. But again, those are the faster mods you want to focus. So maybe lean towards taking more of your 6 mods and putting your 6 mods on Jedi Knight Revan and Bosk. See, like, you have some really good speed sets floating around on a couple of characters. It's just hyper focusing the right mods there. And then we've got to focus on getting a set for Yoda here too, it looks like. Speed's irrelevant. Damage. So you got him over 6,000. But maybe we could change that into a offense and crit chance set. Still pretty good though. Fallen Bastila, another great piece. You got her up to Gear 11. Ryloth Leku, what's up, brother? Oh man, yeah. Falcon's so bad sometimes. Like if you get it at 5 or 6 stars, you get one shot. But even mine at 7 stars, there's this team. If you got the really fast Biston and Biggs with the Falcon, your Falcon get one shot before you even take a turn. Yeah, so you got a lot of Gear 11s. I'm loving that, especially for 2.4 million. Like you focus the right characters. You probably just got Trey recently, it looks like. So congratulations on that for sure. Trey is amazing. Okay. So scrolling through the roster, a lot of pieces, definitely a lot of good pieces too. But we also have a focus now too, it looks like, because we want to start. Alright, let's start sorting by tabs. I want to start looking at your speed first. So yeah, you got BB-8, Colonel Stark, yeah. You got a lot of the focused characters, so a lot of your teams are kind of spread up pretty well. Devil's Treasure, what's up, brother? Oh, Ryloth, I hope you feel better, brother, man. Jeff. Fallen Bastila too, you could speed her up a little bit more. Well, not right now. You don't have Darth Revan, so I'd hold off on those kind of mods. Maybe even speeding up Treya right now to lower. It looks like you got some good mods on her for where she's at. It's 220. Overall, I like where your speed sets are. We could just round up focusing. Like, Palpatine doesn't need so much speed, and you got a lot. Oh, well, those mods are more in particular to him, too, as well. Making him a little more survivable, it looks like. Okay. I would say round up your fastest set onto Jedi Knight Revan, and then we'll kind of look at what we have left with, like, to make the team, really. So we'll start with Bounty Hunters. Got a solid Bounty Hunter team, all gear 11. I would leave the Bounty Hunters where they are now. Django's a great piece, but right now we got to focus on some other things. So we'll come back to the rest of the Bounty Hunters later, because it looked like we already got Chewie 7 stars. We'll look at clones just because. Saw Rex was level 1, 7 stars. Just keep focusing on the stars where you can, but don't corrupt any of your farms. The clones could be pretty valuable for this new TB coming up. You never know what could happen with that in the clone faction. So droids, definitely want to get 7 stars on Grievous. If you're getting a good shard shop currency every once in a while, maybe you could buy some of his shards. If not, you have to find time to focus him in the fleet store, which is kind of a corrupted farm to your Zetas, which you don't really want to do right now. So just getting his stars where you can. Same with B2. His shards pop up in the guild store, I believe it is. So B2 is definitely a great piece on his own. So just getting the stars for him. And you got a 6-star Magna Guard. Looks like you probably got him out of those packs, really. The Bronzium packs. So that's pretty cool to get him out of 6-star level like that. Dr. Feelgood, what's up, brother? So Empire looks really good again. Got a lot of gear 11s. Right now we don't really want to focus any hard farms right now. You got Shore Trooper and you got Range Trooper, so you have some solid troopers. Ewoks. So we're really close to getting enough to 7-star 3PO, but it looks like you probably unlocked him with the 5 stars. First Order is pretty solid. You got a full team, that's what really matters. Maybe gearing up Phasma a little bit more where you can. Again, don't corrupt any of your farms. You want to put some mods on Phasma too, like give her like some health secondaries or health primaries that you get from challenges. Give her some extra speed and survivability. That way she can be a good 5th on your crew team there for a little bit. Oh man. So First Order. We looked at Troopers, Jedi. We want to see this here. Alright, so you got a Gear 11 Jolie. Got a Gear 11 GK, yeah. So just focus the gear primarily right now. All of your gear should be going towards Bastila, Jolie, and General Kenobi right now. Get them all up to Gear 12, and then get those left pieces onto Jedi Knight Revan, and then prepare yourself for those pieces from the Sith Raid too, for those right side pieces. Get all those 5 pieces on Jedi Knight Revan, and then get the rest of the team up to Gear 12, so that way you have a solid team. I'm sure that's your plan right now too, of course. Night Sisters, very solid team. You got Acolyte as your 5th right now, which is totally fine. That was my 5th when I first got the team together too, so no problem with your Night Sisters. You could even put the 2nd Zeta on Talzin to give her that extra turn meter. She get an extra 35% turn meter when anybody drops below 35% or 50% health. So that's you or the opposition. She'll gain 35% turn meter, which is a lot. Especially under both the Night Sisters lead. You got Asajj. Okay, so you're primarily running Mother Talzin lead, so you definitely want to get her Zeta unique for sure. And then that team, you'll have to come back to that team for a while. Old Republic. This is the moneymaker right here, guys. Okay. So looks like we just need the stars for Canderous, which you can do that overnight. So primarily spend the 300 there. Yeah, that's a good idea. 100 crystals on mods, yeah. If you want a roster review, you can drop your ally code or your GG or both, whichever you'd like me to look at on the Discord. There's a post for the roster reviews too, so you can drop your info there, and you can message me too just to touch base with me. Let me know you want the roster review. Message me on Discord, whatever you'd like to do for a roster review, you guys. So this is our focus right now for sure is KOTOR for stars. Like our hard node farms are gonna be the bounty hunter ships for Millennium Falcon, and then these all of our main energy is going right here first, and then the bounty hunter ships. So spend I'd say like 200 crystals a day on Canderous on refreshes, so that way you can get as many stars as you can without corrupting too much of your crystal income, and then you can focus on refreshing either one or the other for characters like Karth or Juhani. I would focus on Karth first because he's the fleet character and it costs more to refresh him, so as soon as you get the stars for him, it'll be cheaper for you to star up Juhani there, and then it'll help on your crystal income in the long term, because the more you spend now, the less it'll be when you have to spend more later. So looking at the Old Republic, we'll go straight to the Sith Empire just to look at HK. Alright, you got the stars for HK and you got the stars for Bastila. That's great. So those are the two you've already hyper focused those two factions, and it seems. So I would just split your crystal refreshes between farming these three characters right here, right? So instead of 200, let's spend 300 crystals on Canderous a day. So let's go ahead and write that here. Okay, so spending all your crystals there makes so much sense now, because you can spend all of your crystal refreshes on Canderous on the 300s there, and then you can refresh Juhani or Karth, each one a day. But the cheaper one on your crystal income would be Juhani. So I would say refresh Juhani once a day, and then go back over to Karth, and then save the rest of your crystals from that day, so you can spend it on energy for mods. So you're probably getting anywhere from like 600 to 700 crystals a day. So that makes perfect sense. We're spending 300 crystals a day on Canderous, and then one refresh on Karth and Juhani. So that's plus 125 plus 75. Alright, so that's perfect. So with your crystal income, you'll spend 300 crystals on refreshing Canderous till he's 7 stars, and then when he's done, you'll have plenty of crystals left over. So every day you'll spend a refresh on Karth, refreshing his node and your energy, so that's 125 crystals right there. And then you have 75 for refreshing one energy node, and then one node on Juhani, so that's 75 crystals right there. And then your leftovers, you can spend it on mods, either buying a couple pieces of salvage here and there with your mod energy a day, and then farming mods too, farming speed mods and crit chance mods. So I want you to focus on those two mods, and then we'll just look at the rest of your factions here. Okay, Phoenix pretty good. Rebels, so we got a 7-star Chewie. Looks like we're pushing for a unlock for 3PO, which you'll get. You got Chirrut, gear 11. You got Baze, gear 11. Really good stuff there. So just start hoarding up that guild event store currency for the right pieces for gear. Like stun guns. Stun guns, that's my stun gun store basically. We could go back to Jedi actually because I wanted to see. Yeah, so you need the stars for Hermit Yoda too. So we'll have to look here. Okay, so we need the stars on Hermit Yoda and Wampa. So let's get those stars on Hermit Yoda and Wampa for your guild event store currency. Don't worry about gear. Don't worry about gear 12. You got plenty of gear 12 right now. Get the 7 stars on Hermit Yoda and Wampa. Don't worry about gearing them right now. Just get them to 7 stars. Okay, Rogue One. Looks like you can do the mission. That's all that matters, really. Resistance. Gear 11 Finn. Pretty good stuff there. Again, we're only focusing the gear on the arena team right now, and then the stars on KOTOR and bounty hunter ships, so... Scoundrels. There we go. Yeah, and another thing too is like, with your KOTOR, you're definitely going to need to gear these guys too. Don't worry about gearing T3, but you're going to need to gear basically everybody else. Putting a Zeta on mission is a definite key to winning the Malik event too. So Zeta mission, and then start hoarding up your Zetas there for a while. Maybe even, no, don't even Zeta mission. Just after we're done gearing the arena team, gear everybody here except for T3M4. Don't worry about gearing him. He's fine right where he's at. I mean, you could even level him up later if you want to, but you don't need him. I mean, he's not needed now for you, so I wouldn't worry about T3 at all. But if you like the character, you can level it. It's your, if some people like the droids a lot. Separatist. Okay. Yeah, you could have even got Padme at 5 stars, but again, resource investment, you don't want to invest your resources in the wrong thing, so I think it was a good idea because you wouldn't even use Padme, so... Hey, happy birthday, Blackbeard. Yeah, let me finish his real quick and then I'll jump over to yours. I'll just take a quick look at it there, Blackbeard, for you. Happy birthday again, brother. Ryloth, I seen the PM. I'll definitely add you into the queue too, okay, brother? Alright, so Sith. You've got Traya, you've got Nihilus, and you've got Scion, so you've got the Triumvirate. You have the Zeta on her unique, I believe it was. Yeah, so she's fine where she is. I mean, if you want to gear up Traya on her own just to get her up to gear 11, that makes sense. Same goes for Sith Trooper, but that's after we're done gearing up the arena team with the Jedi Knight Revan team and the KOTOR characters, because that's a great investment for you. Plus, you already got Fallen Bastila gear 11, so when it comes time, you'll be able to take her up to gear 12. You're going to have to gear HK sooner or later at some point too, so again, holding on to that GP is great, but as you get closer and closer to the Malik event, just get an idea of looking at what gear you need hoarded for HK specifically, because you're going to want to take him up for that event for Darth Revan and Darth Malik, because he if you have HK already geared and ready to go for that Darth Revan, Darth Malik team, that's going to help you so much. And we'll look at the smugglers here too. Yeah, see, Nest, she's one of those characters where you could give her a Zeta even where she is now, but she needs the gear too. and she would help you a lot with your grand arenas too. I don't know if you want an extra character like that you could go in and solo some teams with. Nest would be one of those for sure. It's just getting her stats up. She got a lot of tenacity on yours too, so I like that. You don't really want to focus too many of your speed mods on a character like this right now. It's just looking at her health and protection, it's really low, so another piece you definitely want to gear. This one, regardless of the star count, even her at 4 stars, that's definitely a great one you want to gear up. And L3 and Lando and Young Han and Vandor, that's definitely like later on in your roster though. So I think overall where you focus pretty good. I think right now you should definitely save your Zetas too, hoard your Zetas. So we have a pretty good plan now. And then I've gone ahead and put down these notes here too. So overall, again, we want to gear the Jedi Knight Revan team. Stars, we're going to refresh Canderous 3 times a day. We're going to refresh Karth once on his energies and his node. So we're spending 125 crystals, 75 on Juhani on refreshing the node, and then farming the rest of the bounty hunter ships for stars. And then the rest of your crystals, if you want to refresh your crystals on mods or if you want to save your crystals, it's up to you. I recommend on spending at least 50 to 100 crystal energies on mods. And then, again, hoard your Zetas and hoard your Omegas up for a little bit. And then we'll come back to that. And if you need any questions or anything like that, brother, you know how to reach me. And, yeah, there's your roster review, brother. So real quick, too, we'll look at Blackbeard's here. Darth Revan, you'll have to go and join the Discord. It's on the About page on the YouTube channel. And then drop your roster ally code in there, and we'll come to your roster when we hit that queue, okay, my man? So let's look at Blackbeard's real quick, just because it's his birthday. He wants to see how his Darth Malik farm and Darth Revan farm is, so... 571 798 673. Alright, so let's look at these guys here. Old Republic. Yeah, you're doing good. You got the Zetas where you need them. Just get the star on Karth. Refresh him twice a day. Max his stars. Same with Juhani. Refresh her twice a day. Power level. Got the power. Got the power there. If you get Juhani up to gear 12, you won't need to put a Zeta on her. Just one gear 12 piece will put her over 1750. She's ready to go. He's ready to go. Yeah, brother, you're looking solid. Just double refresh Karth and Juhani. Max those stars right now as soon as you can. Yeah, no problem, Darth Revan. I'll definitely look at your roster review. I'll add you to the queue, and then make sure you like and subscribe too, brother. I really appreciate it too, my man. No problem, Blackbeard. Definitely looking good. Let's look at the Sith Empire. Definitely want to put that Zeta on Fallen Bastila. I know it's not huge, but you might as well now. Same goes with HK. Just start to gear him up. You want him as strong as you can. If I recommend a Zeta, a lot of people say the Loyalty to the Maker. It's a great Zeta, but it's kind of niche. I really like the Self-Reconstruction Zeta. It's definitely more of like a damage output Zeta for him, and it'll help him so much more. So overall, yeah, you're about there, Blackbeard. You're gonna get him for sure, and you're definitely gonna have fun with that event. And then where you're at with these characters, you're already like aimed for that power level. So if you want an overall roster review later on too, again, just add it to the queue, and we'll get to that roster review overall. I can help with what you want to focus on next, maybe long term after you get that Darth Revan, Darth Malik team. Again, hoarding Zetas for you is a great idea too, except for Fallen Bastila, and then at least Self-Reconstruction on HK. Those two Zetas make that team for me. And then let me look again one more time. Sith Empire. Definitely want to focus on gearing just Sith Trooper. Just gear him up to gear 12 because you'll use him in and outside that Darth Revan team before you get him. So yeah, definitely focus on those pieces right there, and I think you'll be great, my man. Alright, so let's go over to the next roster review. Got my boy P-Dubs. So we'll go ahead and pull this up here. Oh, and happy birthday again too, Blackbeard. Kazikage Too Easy, what's up, brother? Yeah, Blackbeard, if you have any questions too, I know I was kind of brief, but again, add your roster to the queue, and if you have any questions, you can go ahead and message me. I'll get right back to you after the stream, and anytime you guys want to message me, any questions, you know, I'm here to help. I'm always here to help too, you guys. Is the audio bad? I'm sorry. Okay, sweet. P-Dubs. That's Jeff. That's so awesome. Alright, so let's pull this up here. 921 698. Alright, so we got Darth Revan, we got Darth Malik. Alright, ships. That was the one that I'm pretty sure you said don't review on ships. Your ships are actually in a great position. You don't even realize how much easier you can do with ships too. So, all right. So let's look overall tab. Nice, great stuff. Filter by speed first. Nice. So you got your speeds in all the right places for sure. Could definitely speed up Thrawn for sure. Do a speed and a health set on him with some fast speed and health mods. Just filter by speed, sort by speed. Yeah, YouTube's been acting kind of funny the last couple days for me. Oh, you got 5-star Padme. That's awesome. Nest, nice. Hermiota, nice. Get that 7-star on Hermiota. Same with Wampa, get those stars on those two. Well, we want to start Malik first. Yeah, you're right. 7-star Malik. So I would just hoard up all your Guild Event currency, and you're going to have to do what I'm doing. Can't buy any more stun guns for a while, unfortunately, but it's okay. Mods, it's fine. Just spend 150 crystals a day on slicing materials. I'd have to definitely look at your GG2 for sure. But again, we can always, if you always have questions about slicing or rolling mods too, you should definitely look. Let's look at your Darth Revan too. So. Okay, so we're missing a lot of like speed primaries, it looks like. Can't really look at the mods from here, I don't think. Let's see your Fallen Bastila. She's got your fastest set that looks like. 247. Speed. Yeah, we could definitely make her faster. Wow. Okay, so you need those Gear 12 Plus pieces on her. Okay, yeah. Oh, it's good. Yeah, I mean, your fastest set looks like it's on Bastila, so that's what you need. And then Darth Revan, you still got him fairly quick, but you want a speed set and primary on him too, at least get him over 300. So that way he's at least, because you got to think some Darth Revans are up to like 305 plus, right? So at some point or another, even with fear, it's slowing down your team a little bit more too and making it a little harder for you to climb. So speed primaries too. It looks like we want to just focus mainly on speed primaries for you. So we'll do that. I mean, spend your 3 crystals for a while on just farming speed primary mods. I mean, if you want to farm like some mod salvage a day, specifically farm 1 bit of mod salvage. Don't worry about farming 60 salvage because you're getting those from Grand Arena for free anyways. So just hyper focus on hoarding right now. Hoard your 60 mod salvage, and then let's hyper focus on spending your 3 crystal refreshes on just speed primary mods, because you can get a good like 16, 24 mods. We have 24 mods for free basically from refreshes, and then you should be pretty good too. So you joined the Discord, Darth Raven. Thank you, brother. So we're gonna focus on Monday through Friday. I want you to farm speed primary mods, and then Saturdays, Sundays farm salvage. So that way you're still slicing. You don't want to stop slicing in general. Just want to hoard the 60 salvage again, so we can slice the higher 20s and 19s that you're gonna get from rolling these speed primary mods. So we can get more of those. We need as many of those as we can right now. So let's look at. I think you have plenty to do with your characters right now, for sure. So I'll leave you with that. We'll come back to the characters another time. We'll review your roster for characters. But what I want to show you with ships is your starting lineup's fine, except we got. I'm sorry. We need to take Houndstooth. He can stay for sure, and take Ghost and Phantom out of the starting lineup. We'll put Darth Vader, and then we can put. We'll put Houndstooth, Darth Vader, and then Imperial TIE Fighter in your starting lineup. Oh no, he's not geared. Alright, so let's go Houndstooth, Darth Vader, and then Crew as your starting lineup for your ships. And then for your reinforcements, you can go Phantom 2, Poe, and then I want you to max Cassian's reinforcement right there. When you have Cassian's reinforcement max, it'll dispel all the buffs, so it'll be a good AoE dispel for you for ships. And then Wedge right here. Inflict buff immunity on a target enemy for 3 turns, which can't be resisted. So that's your buff immunity. And then you have the AoE dispel too. So that'll definitely help you climb more in ships, and then it'll help you hold a little bit better on defense as opposed to where you're running right there on offense. Not a lot of damage, and Ghosts can die pretty quickly too. So again, we'll look at this. We want Vader, Crew, and Houndstooth as the starting 3. And then your reinforcements will be Phantom. For now, we'll put Slave 1 in until you max Cassian's reinforcement. Cassian. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Phantom, Cassian, Boba, and Wedge. And then we're gonna take Boba out and put in somebody else when we get a little bit more gear there too. Yeah, because you got, alright, so with your starting lineup, you got Houndstooth taunting all the time. You've got Crew doing a lot of damage and stunning on his basic. And then you want to save his special for when he has advantage, so that's when he'll do a lot of damage. And then TIE Advanced, you can't evade his basic. And then his special can inflict ability block and reduce turn meter too. So those starting 3 right there will be huge for you. And then once you get that reinforcement on Cassian, you'll have plenty on your reinforcements to where you only need the mechanics. You don't need to gear any of these characters or anything like that at all. Just Phantom 2 will give you the extra reinforcement, and then it'll make it a 5-man team. So then you'll have 5v4, 5v3, and then when Cassian comes out, you can dispel all the buffs on the opposition too, and then that'll help you a lot. So there's your roster review. I think overall you're in a great direction. We just need to farm a bunch of mods, and if you have any more questions on your crystal income or what you're spending your crystals on, just let me know. I'll be more than happy to help you too, brother. And shout out to your guild too. What is it? Cajunalub Rejects? I can't even say that. But shout out to your guild. It's so awesome, and a great roster too, brother. Great roster. One more thing I want to look at too is Malik. 259, still really fast, nice. And then get all protection mods. Yeah, see. Change these to the arrow and the triangle to all protection. Give him as much protection as you can, load him up. And then I think you'll be in a really solid position, brother, and you'll hold a lot better on your defense, and then that'll help a lot with your ships too. So there's your roster review. And again, if you have any questions too, just let me know. Be more than happy to get right to your roster there. On that note too, you guys, I'm going to have to go ahead and call this one. We're definitely going to do these roster reviews every morning now from now on. We're going to implement them into our Grand Arena schedule. If you want a roster review, come join the Discord. They're for free. They're on the Discord. All you have to do is drop your ally code or your swgh.dg or both. I'll be more than happy to look at both. We're definitely going to make more time for these roster reviews too as well, because I want to start hyper focusing on helping more members of the community. So if you're watching this as a playback too, comment your ally code below, come join the Discord, reach out to me, any feedback, anything like that too. I really appreciate it, you guys. I definitely want to start giving you guys more time to start helping and focusing as a community and coming together and helping you guys with your rosters, giving you what advice I can and helping you in what aspects. And I want to be able to go more in depth and have more time with these. But I also don't want to inflict with other people's streams, so that's why I'm primarily going to be streaming more in the mornings and going to be trying to stream more every day. Setting a set-in-stone schedule isn't a possibility for me right now, as opposed to my work schedule and, you know, the young one, of course. So I really appreciate you guys for your patience, for your roster reviews, and I also would love all of your feedback again to come join the Discord. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel too, you guys, and I really appreciate all of you guys too, man. Thank you guys for feedback, all of your contribution to the family and everything like that too. I really appreciate all of your help too, guys. So on that note, we're going to go ahead and call it. Great rosters again to you guys. I look forward to doing way more of these roster reviews with you guys in the future too, and I hope you guys have a great day too. If you ever have any questions, anything like that too, come join the Discord. Message me on the Discord. I'd really appreciate it, you guys too. You guys have a great day. Thank you so much. Peace.